Today is day 11 of the Tackle Your Pile of To Be Read books. So far, you've been asked to choose 4 books that you want to digest. I've given you the information to digest a typical nonfiction book in 30 to 60 minutes. But I wanted to do a demonstration so that you can see how to do it. Because they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I have pulled 4 books. How to Skim Your Life, the Pomodoro Technique, Mindset, and the 80-20 Principle. Now, remember that I said to treat each book individually. So let's talk a little bit about the 80-20 principle. If you look on the back of the book, you'll notice that most of the information there is about the author. Sometimes it's about the book itself, as in the mindset. You'll notice it's kind of a book description. So what you're gonna do, right? You wanna scan the book first because you wanna see what sections are the important sections to zero in on. So take a look at mindset. So you have the table of contents and you have the introduction. It's always important to read the introduction because when you read in the introduction, you have an idea of what the main idea in the book is. So I said to you that always have a purpose for reading a book. So first step, have a purpose. So the second thing is to prepare your mind for reading. That means that you're going to do some exercises. If you do a search on Google on the brain gym exercises, you'll find some. So essentially, you want to do exercises that connect both sides of the brain. So that will be helpful. So search for brain gym exercises, and also there are a few inexpensive books on Amazon that you can buy, and they'll have like about 15 exercises, so that will help you. So when you're skimming a book, you want to read the introduction, the preface. You want to also see if the book has an index. So the sections you're going to pay attention to is those that have a lot of references. So if we're looking at mindset, right? So if you notice at fixed growth mindset, you see a lot of page numbers. So obviously the book is about mindset, so you would expect that. So the more references you see, that gives you clues as to what's important to the author. Okay? So if the book has an index, make sure that you take a peek. Now this book, How to Skim Your Life. Okay, so let's open it up and see what goodies it has in store for you, right? Because you're also gonna look at the table of contents. That is the most important section in the book. So for this one, there's lots of goodies. So the introduction is there, so you definitely want to read that. So it has stuff like Skim MBA, got a new job, negotiated salary. So you're going to go through all of that. And if it's a print book, you're going to put a check mark beside the chapters and section that are important to you, that you think would help your career or your business, because those are the the sections that you're going to dip into to explore further. So most books are not meant to be read cover to cover. So that's why previewing is so important, so you can decide for yourself which sections are important to you. Now, what's important to you is not necessarily what would be important to another person, because it all has to go back to your purpose, your reason for reading the book in the first place. Now, here's the thing. The important sections of the book aligns with your purpose for reading. So based on your purpose, you're going to zero in on the sections that the book that you want to read. So if you notice in this instance, there's only an introduction, but there's no preface. So, books will have different sections. So in mindset, I think this one has a preface. No, this one has an introduction only, but I think this one does. So let's see. Yes, see, expanded and updated preface. So this one has two preface. It has the new one and it has the old one. So those are the sections you want to read fully: the introduction, the preface. You want to glance at the index to see what is important to the author. So you're going to go through the table of contents to see what section of the book you want to read. So after you do that, then you can also do what some people call a picture walk. So that's essentially flipping through the book to see some of the images, pictures, and stuff, and do a quick glance to see if anything catches your attention. So after you do all of that, you go back and you read the sections that you thought would be important to your business and your career. So most of the times this will take 30 to 60 minutes, but like I said, treat each book individually, okay? So you read as much as of the book that you need to. You remember the 80-20 principle? Even though it says you can read 20, say for in this instance, read 20% of the book to understand 80%. What many people don't realize, it's just a benchmark. So you can read 30% of the book and understand 80. It does not have to add up to 100. It's just that in this case, it does, the 80 and the 20. But don't let that, stop you. You can read 40% and understand 90%. So just keep that in mind. So read as much of the book as you need to. So I hope this was helpful to you, just seeing a demonstration. Thank you.